What is up, Need for Speed racers? It is I, your wheelman, Alex Cornnut. We're here today with the Lamborghini machine Huracan, Lamborghini Huracan convertible. It is the rental car rear-wheel drive, and we've got it tuned up perfect for A+ class. We've been doing a lot of S recently. Dropped a car in A yesterday. Check that video out. Water Blob sets world record on Old Town Road. I've got the gameplay footage and the build. We dropping in all kinds of fire content on the channel for Need for Speed this week. And honestly, it's the best. So check it out if you haven't. Copium series is running right now. It is my personal league that I set up. Anyone can participate. I am looking for the guys that have never run in a league before. I'm looking for the guys that don't even think they're that fast. I'm looking for the new players that are just dipping their toes into maybe setting some times and wanting to see what they can do. I've already got over 30 entries in the series, and we're like on day 3 of this. We're going all the way till Saturday. So get a Beetle, run Rat Race, take a picture with your phone, take a screenshot on your console or your computer, and then send it to me in Discord, or you can send it to me via email. Either way works. I will link that video at the end of this one, so it's the recommended video, so you can just click on that if you want to check it out. It is my own personal passion project, and I've got a lot of people backing me. Nil's out here helping me with the builds, just like this one, and I've got some mods that are helping me scrub the times, and overall, it is just a very wonderful thing that's going on. Shout out to Lex for doing my thumbnails these days. Those are looking fire. And UnkRC back in the beats. We are many out here. And we're doing collaborations with some really fast guys, part of some really bigger organizations. And really it's coming together. It really is coming together. And so momentum is strong. And you can be a part of that. Come and join the Copium series. It's awesome. Just run a time. Do whatever you want. Do the best you can. And I will make sure that I put you in a split with guys right around your performance. So that way you're competing with people of similar skills and times on that track. And the way I've got it set up is really unique. So I think it's very well. There's a lot of participation right now. We've got a lot more to come. Let's dig in to the Lamborghini machine Huracan. For the engine that you are running in this build, it is the second motor. It is the 4.0 liter V8, 414 brake horsepower when we start, and we go up a little bit from there. For the parts, you're running Silver Pro induction. You're running Sport Bronze ECU, Sport Bronze fuel system, Silver Pro exhaust, and Elite Platinum Roots supercharger. And then Sport Bronze nitrous, Elite Platinum road suspension, Super Gold brakes, and Elite Platinum grip tires. All the best builds have got Elite Platinum tires. Proved by myself, Water Blob, Nil. We're all out here. Premium. Super Gold clutch. So even for you automatic players, this thing shifts pretty well. And we run the Silver Pro transmission, the 6-speed. 6. Elite Platinum differential, so that way we can get the max out of it. And then auxiliary is nitrous drift, nitrous grip. Handling, slide that slider to 75% grip. So go to 80, back it off 1. Take your steering sensitivity, put that anywhere you like. I run 2 clicks high, do whatever's good for you guys. Downforce, take the slider, bump it down 1. That is going to be A269. This car is pretty grippy. I didn't find it to be all that rowdy. I did have a couple of kind of crazy crashes, but really, it does alright. Traction control off, drift entry is brake tap for me. A lot of the other guys are running gas tap or both. For the downforce, you can run it higher if you would like, but I just did 1 click low, and that was A269. Nice. And it was pretty sweet. Guys, this car, top speed 170. It'll do about 173, 174 with redline tech. 618 on the horsepower, 425 on the torque. This is a viewer request, originally brought to us by, I don't know where his name is, I think it was Ozai. Got a lot of likes. You guys really wanted this one. It's pretty sweet, really. There's not a lot of Lamborghini competition in A+. This is one of the newer ones. It's the rental car. This is easy to get into. A lot of people will already have this unlocked, And so that was really the purpose of me doing this particular build with nil. And 170 top speed slots you right into A+ class where you want. It's really very easy to drive. This is a pub stomper. It is a very good car. I mean, it's not meta. You're not going to break any records in it, but you'll see me run an R32, an R34, and an RX-7 all in a playlist, and I walk those guys no problem. This car does great, and with it having an already gold clutch in it, automatic players, you just jump in it and it just shifts and bangs through the gears just fine. So really, it's got a lot of things going for it that maybe some of the other Lambos, when we tuned them down, it just didn't fit for A+. There's a lot of S Lambos. I could build every single Lamborghini into S class, and they're all going to be similar, but there's not as many that work in A+, and so that's why I brought you this one. There is a way to make this a crazy short track specialist with like 155 top speed, but it was kind of like a meme almost, like really lots of power, but you're not going anywhere with it. So you'd really have to have some short tracks where you don't go faster than 150. And so I brought you the better all-arounder that you guys can just jump in it, trust the build because it's really solid. Nil did a great job on this one, and it's a banger. So that's where we're at. Stay tuned for the gameplay footage. I got 3 races for you. Just kind of showing you how the car handles. It does alright. Even with a crash, I still win that lobby. So, a lot of fun. Guys, this is viewer requested. So, drop a comment down below on what you want to see next. Whatever comment gets the most likes will be the next build that I do on the channel. For the most part. Sometimes you guys vote for some crazy stuff. I keep seeing the Challenger SRT8 get voted for. Yeah, you guys don't want that. I'm telling you, like, that car's garbage. But whatever. I'll build you whatever you want. Join the Copium series. Participation is everything. We have an opportunity here as a community to actually get a series going that is bigger than everything else out there. Other leagues, the NFS league specifically, and some other satellite groups, when they do stuff, the participation isn't bad, but I'm trying to really do double or triple what they get as far as entries go. And that's just really because I think that I can bring out players that typically wouldn't compete because they don't think they're fast. But in my league, speed is not what's going to win you your race. Participation gets everybody a little closer, and you can be in split 6 and still win your split. So come out and participate. We'd love to have you. I'd love to have you. You guys have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye. First up is Wild Thing. Now this is a fun little race lobby because there's a lot of like JDM in here, and it makes me kind of happy to see everybody. So we're out here in the Lamborghini to shine, but in front of us we got a GNX. There's the M3 Legends right there. Behind us we've got an R32, an R34, and an RX-7. So JDM squad was rolling deep back there. I like that. You'll see that he gets a little loose, so we come around him. This car is very planted. It's pretty grippy. Being the rear-wheel drive version, it will come around on you a little bit, but overall it's pretty predictable. So coming around here, we do a little micro drift. Just pocket that with another grip turn. That'll give us our bar usually, but the game decided to cheat me because that's what it does. There's a nice bar. We're going to use that to get back up to speed. Sometimes it just doesn't chain the drifts and the turns like I'd like it to, and I'm like, okay, yeah, 3 bars coming, and it just never comes. Now this turn, this is straight out of blue collar right here. So coming through here, you guys just brake on entry and try to micro drift this whole turn if you can. This car being so planted, there was no micro drift. It just gripped all the way up, and we got one big grip turn to give us our 3 boost there. So that little bobble is what I'm talking about. It will come around a little bit if you're not ready for it. So I think if you're going to build this car and drive it consistently, you'll probably understand after a couple of races and playlists what it does, and then you can adapt with it. But it definitely is a pub stomper. I think it's a very fast car for what it is. It looks good. A lot of different body kits you can put on it. The masonry one is fire. That's what I've got on here. And it's overall a great little car. I think that this viewer request is a perfect one because the car is pretty much slept on because it's not meta. There's a ton of different Lamborghinis, but this specific one, slotted into A+, is a great fit. Not a great time, nothing crazy. That's a 146, but it is plenty of speed to beat everybody else we're running against. Let's move on to the next. Alright, shopping spree. Now we've got a guy in a Lotus. He's running a little different. There's that GNX again. We got another dude in a Rosa on this one, so that's real special. I think I had a little bit of a mistake on the last one. I think one of the guys switched from the 190E. So instead of an RX-7, he was in the E. But at the end of the day, we've got some pretty competitive cars. I mean, we know the A+ Rosa is our Lord and Savior of all things. It is a very fast car for A+, and it holds all the records at this point. This corner, you guys, you want to grip or micro drift through it. I try to give that guy some space. We were going to die on traffic, so we kind of come together. And then you want to use your boost for that corner, so that way you get the most out of that turn and keep yourself up to speed. If the bridge is up, don't go too far to the left. You don't want to land on traffic, but if you can land in the near miss zone, kind of like that, set you up for the most success. Going a little wide there, almost clipping the gas station. You'll see I'm pretty consistent on that line. I hit it pretty much identically on the next lap. Using all of our boost, getting back up to speed, staying out of trouble, but staying in oncoming to maximize the nitrous that we get. Micro drift this corner with a little bit of a grip turn. The curbs kind of threw us off. And then use our boost through that corner. Guys, when you hit boost, it makes you turn sharper. So during the activation period, when you've got the wings coming off the car and everything, you actually turn sharper than if you were just, you know, full throttle through the corner. So you can kind of utilize that. Instead of getting on the brakes, sometimes you can just hit boost and turn like that, or hit boost and rear end a car and you don't end up dying. So there's a lot of different ways to do things, but using boost and utilizing that is going to help you guys with your lap times for sure. Once again, nothing crazy, not a super clean lap, but definitely plenty to beat the pub lobby. And a 129 is fair. I mean, it's like I say, we're every bit of 10-15 seconds off pace, but it gets it done. This is a great little car. Alright, Lakeshore Remix. This is the race that has the JDM scene that I really liked. I mean, these guys are rolling deep, and I just chasing them for a little bit. It was really fun to watch. So, this car, I've been launching it in third. It feels like the sweet spot. Right here we launch fourth, and it's a little bit of a bobble. It takes a while to get there. I would say if you're running manual, launching third or fourth is probably okay. Fourth felt's a little sluggish. I think third with a shift might be a little better launch. We're running down the R32. We got to catch him. We already passed the 34 and the RX-7. Hitting boost through the corner, getting a nice tight line. That'll award us with some yellow NOS from the grip, and then capping it through there. You guys will see that both of those corners, I literally aimed for the pillar of the checkpoint to cut a very sharp corner, but also make sure that I drove through the green line there to make sure I hit the checkpoint. Now we go offline here. We line up, grab the gas station, top up our NOS, go through that billboard. You got to be kind of careful. If you're too far to the right back there, there's a rock that'll change your life. You'll see that we're boosting, getting back up to speed. Now I'm going to start trying to chain my yellow together. So it'll be a left turn here, which I'm going to micro drift. Just kind of tap the brake, get a little micro drift action. That near miss plus that's going to give me a grip turn right here. 3 bars, use it here to come around this corner. See the rear wheel drive right there gets us a little loose, and then I overcorrect and then slam the bridge. We'd got enough of a lead that our opponents really aren't catching us with that mistake, but that's the rear wheel drive version of this car is a little rowdier than some of the other ones, and so be aware of that going in, but it's one that everybody has unlocked, and a lot of the other Lambos are tired. They've been built 100 ways from Sunday, so this is fun. Good to get into. Coming around here, try to set up another little micro drift. Pretty perfect right there. And we're just close to getting 3 bars, so I just tap the brake and turn to initiate another small drift, and that's what gave me the 3, so I could hit a 3 bar there instead of 2. Coming in here, get a nice grip turn, and then I'm going to use a micro drift here at the end once we drop down to this corner to maximize. And then it gives us 3 bars, boom. I save that till we get to this corner and then hit that right there to get a nice fast turn, and I don't have to worry about hitting the brakes or anything. I go a little tight, bounce off the inside wall, not ideal, but we're pushing 700 yards on our opponent, so it's not really a catastrophic failure. Guys, this Lamborghini does quite good. It's really geared and set up appropriately for A+. I'd say that really at the end of the day, if you're a newer player or wanting to drive a Lambo and A+, this is a great one to get into. Doesn't require any real tricks or any finesse to get it to go fast. You can just jump in it and drive it. It's a very solid car. Very solid. Guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys have yourself a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.